All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome yet to another Forefathers podcast. And like I said, we're still doing reactions and I'm still joined by Pastor T. Thanks very much for coming back, Pastor T.
Another day, another dawn.
Yes, this is Forefathers, the show that outlines the epitome of fatherhood. Pastor T.
Yes, man.
You know what, ne? What we spoke about the last time actually hit home, I know, to a lot of people out there.
Yeah,
so now, thanks very much for coming back. We have another, another viewer at home who sent us an email. So he wants us to help so much. You know, there's so many men out there going through a lot, man. And by the way, to all of you guys right there, subscribe, follow, like, share, comment right there on the bottom of the screen. Do what's best. I'm going to tell you about the topic. Then from there, we discuss it.
Yeah.
All right, getting right into it. Now, the email says, "Hi, Forefathers podcast team. My name is Shumako, some filling station around 4 ways, mostly Kishuma at night. And one day I left work early because I wasn't feeling well. When I got home, I caught the mother of my child in our bed with another man. The same guy she always goes to church with. Wabona, Pastor? Wabon? Right. Bali busy by dira selo se se sa lokegang while our baby was sleeping mo bedrooming engwe. And they weren't using protection batho. How says Hambona, she stood there and said it was a moment for weakness, first time ever, and Khabatsebe what happened, and she apologizes. Murata in our little family, but the image I even did paternity test to check if the baby is mine, and thank God. But I don't know how to move forward. Rarobala kadika morentse fapanego for a month now. Ke ikutlwa ke fedile, ke latlhehile, ebile ke a boifa se se tlago. Ke ngwadile go lena because your podcast has always felt like a space where men or fathers can share their pain. I just need guidance. Let's say boyeo e kan thusago go phologa le gore ke tswele pele. Ka tlhompho. Tumisho. Wow. Mara, wow. Kanti Pastor, what's going on in life? What has this come to, like, our life? Answer one, Pastor. Yes. Was it like this back in our parents' days? Was it the same thing? Or is it worse now?
It's worse now.
You think so?
Yeah, because they say they're liberated again. It's their body, their choice, everything. Back in the days, our parents understood that my body belongs to my husband. But now they're saying, no, my body, my choice, everything. This is what has messed up our generation.
And we know how back in the days, yes, some of our parents actually did have kids out of wedlock and outside. Yeah. But I feel like that's why I was asking you now. Yeah. I feel like maybe it's right now it's worse. Right, and you said it because of liberation as well.
Yeah. Right about now it's worse. There are a lot of factors that come into the picture into play. Social media, it influences women a lot.
Yeah.
You understand?
True.
Other women, I always say this, it's bad for another woman to give another woman advice. No woman should go to another woman for advice, especially if they want to know anything about the relationship. They should never ask a woman. Never ask a woman. I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
When you're going to fish, when you go there to the pond, what do? Do you ask a fish how to catch a fish, or you ask a fisherman?
You ask a fisherman.
Thank you very much. You ask a man about the relationship because a man knows a woman better. I want to understand.
Okay.
These people are very much emotional. This is my brother. At some point, they don't know what they even want. Yeah. But you as a man, you need to navigate and say, okay, Mutaga, she's not happy today. What is it that she needs? I need to. You understand?
Yeah,
so for Bona, they are more on the emotional side and the feeling side. Rona, we are more on the logical side.
True. Yes.
You understand? So the now time has messed this generation a lot because the woman will tell you, my body, my choice. When I'm married to a woman, I've heard that. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I don't know, but I don't know how would I rape my wife, based as me as a man of God, based on scriptures. How? Because the Bible says that body does not belong to her. It belongs to me.
Now you're starting something else.
And my body belongs to her. So meaning. That's why it's wrong because I didn't feel like. I also don't feel like sometimes, but I still give it to her. 1 to 4 a.m. You You understand?
Yeah.
So it's different because women back then, majority of them, let me put it this way, we still had that rotten seed. It will always be there.
Yeah, true.
When I leave fruits are rotten everywhere, you know. But back in the days, majority of women understood because let me take it back to, I don't know when did DNA come into place.
Okay.
But before DNA, how would we know that a child belongs to a man? By a woman preserving herself and giving herself to one man.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now, a man could be able to sleep with 10 women and we could tell Uguti, these kids belong to this one man. But if a woman sleeps with different men, we can't tell who the father is. So now, these things that the DNA, they came into place and started exposing a lot of things. You understand? That's why we have a thing of men cheat a lot. This and this. But it's very funny because when you go to paternity court, it tells a different story. It tells Uguti, Abobani get the master.
The real Zinja.
Thank you.
Is Zinja's again.
So
sorry to say that, women. I'm sorry.
So I think this thing of also of freedom, it has led to quite a lot.
Yeah.
Even marriages nowadays, they do not last because of that.
They don't, exactly.
They don't, yeah. Yeah. Meaning that there's something that we've missed along the way. There's something that is going. They'll tell you, no, don't tell us about then. That was then. We are now in 2025. You can't tell us about then. But there's a motto of way things were moving and it was working perfectly. You understand? But now when women start working, they tell you they don't need a man.
Yeah.
When they start having money, they tell you they don't need a man. Back in the days, it was looked at as oppression, as women can't do certain things. But when you look at it now, we sacrificed women from families and we took them into the workforce. Because it's very hard for women to have both. If you succeed in the workforce, then you're going to lack in your love life.
Hey, I hear you. I hear you. I hear what you're saying. But now, here's one thing as we were speaking that came into my mind.
Yeah.
Was that, you find other men, they deprive their partners from going to church. Because now this comes back to what this guy is saying.
Yeah.
No. How you get again? Because eventually when you go to church, such things will eventually happen.
Yeah.
Then, and stuff like that. Because a lot has happened. We've had so many experiences like this which have been happening and people raising such issues out there.
Yeah.
And now I'm trying to wonder, are some people going to church because they're trying to cover lehlazo la bona or yang?
My brother, ne? I think I was talking to one brother of mine when we were coming here. I was talking to Ozzy and we were talking about the very same situation, of what are they hiding? Women going into church, what's happening?
Because those are the people that mostly you find, such things happening.
Yeah. Then I said, before I get to what I said, let me put it this way. A church is like a hospital. Okay. So, everybody that is sick comes.
Okay.
But it's not everybody that gets healed.
Okay.
You understand? Yes. So now, meaning, but has from bofebe. Now, when they come into the church, right? You as a man, they leave you at home. They find somebody who actually finds interest in the same thing that they are doing. It feels good. Again, it goes back to what feels good. It feels good. But now, bofebe bola boatua because remember, ribuwa ka sefebe. Motho eleng hore o kene o tlo batla medication ya cancer, but hai mothusi. Because level as a fit ho yona. What's the level e fake? Let me mention the age so that you understand. you need to understand. It's that age. It's that age here. You see, once by fit at 30, I call it a no man's land. It's a danger zone. Now they flood to church. Now, when they get to church, obona ka di poster bona, o tla bona sa chinchil, God's favorite daughter. I'm telling you fact, my brother. Now I'm gonna tell you what happens with them. You go to their Instagram, and everything. Baptize. After God's heart, Hey, man. God chose me. How?
Yeah.
God wiped away all the sins. My sister, God can wipe away all the sins. But when it comes to relationship and all those things, we look at those things as men.
Yeah.
You understand?
That can never be wiped.
Yeah, so in the church, people think everybody's healed. You can find a wife in the church. Very dangerous, my brother.
Yeah.
It's very that's why also Leona's situation that we are looking at. This brother, I think they created some sort of friendship with this lady. That guy wako kereken. They created some sort of...
That's how it started.
Yes. Now, I always say this. Friendship between a man and a woman, it never works. It's not there. There is no wife of mine or no woman of mine that will be friend with any man.
I concur.
None.
I concur. As well.
None.
I'll say that. As a married man, I agree with you.
None. You understand? So, if a woman comes and says, they'll play this card, you want to control me. They play that card. You are insecure. You think I will do this. You are a woman. I don't think I know you'll do it.
Yeah.
You are a woman. A woman, my brother, you can buy a woman a Porsche. A Porsche. Mar, a woman can cheat le out here long
Yes.
Sorry. Oh.
Yes. It's heated. Yes.
Guys,
Calm down, but calm down, woman. Calm
now,
down. Yes.
Now, women can decide to cheat with a man that is coming to change the tire of the car and leave the man who actually bought them a Porsche. Just because this guy feels good. This guy, it feels good. Wow, this guy, tall, dark, and handsome. Now, bafana ba di keyboard go kereke. Ababa pali. Bafana ba di keyboard ba petrol basadi ba lo. Now, I want you to understand. It's painful, guys. It's really painful. For me, I've seen it. I know it. I'm a pastor. I know it. Yeah, you might ask Murut. I know it. I've seen it.
So, pastor, that happens in your congregation as well?
In 99% of the churches,
yeah,
it happens.
Okay.
99% of the churches,
yes,
it happens.
Right.
Because remember, some of them, they were players. Some of them, kidi F-boy.
Yes.
Some of them, kidi tenderpreneur, bo amandla. Then, bako bo awe tuka kereke baba beat. You understand? Now, it happens because even pastors, when these guys come into church, they give them positions. They're like, no, you've got money. Let me give you this position. You understand? True. So these guys, when they have position, women are attracted to position. They are attracted. You need to build yourself for women to be attracted to you. So if you carry a certain status, definitely women will be interested in you.
All right, now just in closing, in your own view,
yes.
All right, now this is Pastor T's own view.
Yes.
What do you think this guy must do? Should he continue with the partner because Arwamurata, but then in turn, obviously those things are those flashbacks. He keeps on having those flashbacks. They come back, and they don't sleep in the same room here right now. What should happen? Should they seek counseling together, or should he actually seek somewhere else to go? Do you think this is going to happen? Like it's going to be a repetition? What should this guy do?
My brother, stay away from that woman. Leave that woman. I'll tell you why. Those are the kind of women that listens to Bodi Noranaka when they speak. Stay away from that kind of woman. She's very dangerous, my brother. I'm warning you. Because she's going to play a mind game with you once you forgive this thing. She's going to think now, she's going to pull you, I'm sorry, with your balls. I'm sorry. She's going to pull you with your balls.
Okay. Thanks very much, Pastor. Right.
Thank you very much.
All right.
But
you know,
yeah. No, but all I'm saying is that he should choose himself. He should leave this woman. Honestly speaking, my brother, choose yourself. That woman doesn't love you because she saw another man fit. She did not actually respect you and that body. So you can't keep that type of woman. You can't.
All right. Thanks very much, Pastor. Ladies and gentlemen at home, you heard what the pastor has to say.
Yeah.
Now I'm speechless. In my own view, I don't know what to say, man. I'm going to say to you, my brother, please just follow your heart. And that's all I can say right now.
You should take care of Wanahai because he discovered DNA. So make sure that you take care of your child. Never make a mistake. Make sure that's your responsibility. That's your duty. Make sure you take care of your child. It doesn't matter, but take care of that child.
All right, my brother, just do what is right for you, what you feel is right for you in your heart, as long as it makes you happy. And ladies and gentlemen, like we said, you can like and share, comment in whatever it is that you want to say to us. And also just always remember that all these views right here are not professional views. These are just our own views from me and Pastor T. If you want any professional help, you can always seek professional help, psychologists and stuff like that. But other than that, this was Forefathers Podcast. Thanks very much for staying tuned. We'll see you again in another podcast. We discuss discuss different reactions as well. And I think I'll still have passed on that next one. I don't know. I just love what he normally says. Thanks very much. This was Father's podcast.
Thank you very much.
As well.